Good morning. I was trying to catch that sunrise, but I got here a little bit too late. I wanted to share something with you. Maybe it will help someone. I recognize in my journey, in my growth, as soon as I stop caring about how people felt, how people see me, and not in an arrogant way, not in an arrogant way, and not in a premature way. As soon as I stop caring about all of that, something shifted, and I recognize it. Wait, let's have you look at that sunrise. So I recognize that something shifted within me. And what was important at that period of my life, I had to choose myself. I had to choose myself. I had to come home to myself. A lot of what we pick up and draw in from the world, the various conditioning, the judgment, when we pull those in, they hold us back. So when I say choose yourself, it simply means to come home to yourself, because during that period I was really I'm trying to share some of this beautiful sunrise and the scenery with you as I'm talking. I was really seeking a lot of approval in my life. And the more I sought approval, is the more lost I felt. The more out of place I felt in that sense. And as soon as I stopped caring, I recognized something shifted. Something shifted within me. And my life began to change. You start to see yourself, and that is the healing process. The healing process. When I say come home to yourself, that's a part of it. You're coming back home to yourself. And I recognize this. It was a conscious awareness. As soon as your consciousness, you begin to wake up, your consciousness rises, you recognize. It's almost as if you stop caring about what people think, caring about the world, and something is pulling you. Something is pulling you in. So you stop caring. You stop caring. And we all have different paths that we take. But you will never know your path if you don't know yourself deeply. You will never know your path if you don't know yourself deeply. And I would never know my path if I kept on seeking approval. For those of us that have a creative energy within us, I think we all do have some sort of creative energy within us. You will never deepen that if you're constantly seeking approval or validation. Let me sit here for a second. So you will never deepen that if you're constantly seeking for someone else's approval. The whole point is to know yourself and know yourself so deeply that you know what feels right for you. No one, the world, cannot define you because you know yourself. You know yourself deeply. And I'm always talking about knowing yourself so deeply that nothing can pull you away from that. And the moment that shift happens, what you experience, the shift that you experience is whatever you're doing, whatever you put your hands to, it feels right to you because you've come home to yourself. The place where you stand is already complete. So there is no seeking approval to move forward in your life. You begin to follow your path. You begin to listen to your soul. So I wanted to share that thought with you, those reflections. I recognized that as soon as I stopped caring. I didn't need people's approval. I didn't need them to validate me. And when that shift happens, you'll recognize that whatever you do wholeheartedly, because you know yourself, naturally, people will be drawn to it. Naturally, in a natural way. You don't have to seek their approval, but in a natural way, people are drawn to it. That is how we channel. That is how we channel. If you pull in from the world, I don't think that will get you anywhere. When I say I don't feel that gets us anywhere. But when you know yourself, it's from the inside out. When you know yourself, naturally you begin to channel from a pure place. And whatever your creative niche is, if you love cooking, whatever you're drawn to, naturally people see the authenticity in that. They see the authenticity in that. But you have to consciously, on a deeper level, choose yourself. The world is going to always pull you out and tell us what we need from the world to be whole. And that's why we always find ourselves seeking validation. But I found this to be not true. It starts here. It starts here. From you knowing yourself And that is the awakening. Knowing yourself so deeply that whatever you set forth to do, whatever your path is, whoever you're supposed to be in life. And at that point, you're not even becoming anything, you're just being. That's the natural flow of that. You're just being. So I wanted to share that with you guys. I took a seat there because, on these trails, you have to pay attention. You have to pay attention. You gotta look ahead. Pay attention on these trails. And I wanted to actually take you out one morning. And I take these morning walks. Sometimes it's a gratitude walk. Sometimes it's a power walk. Whatever the moment brings. Soon as you stop caring, everything will change for you, but not in a premature way or an arrogant way, a presumptuous way, but when you start coming home to yourself, you don't need the world's approval. You're already whole, you're already complete within. And from that place, that is where we channel. Good morning. That is where we channel from a place that's already complete.